Your great Kludgetown is a bustling metropolis. The Kluddish are a proud and innovative people. They are masters of industry. Their shipbuilders' work is sought out to every port on the sea, and their craftsmen's work is renowned from the Dragon Isles to the Northlands. The Kingstown is the economic powerhouse of the region.
Stella paused, considering this. Yes, the Kluddish king would not be a terrible place to have under her control, especially if she managed to place one of her loyal knights in power as the next ruler. But they were still quite a weak kingdom, and their land was not particularly strong. She gave Capper a considering look. And how would I go about making Kludgeon a part of my kingdom?
Took a step forward. My people have been fighting for independence from the Dragon Isles and Unicornia for years. In all honesty, the Dragon Empire treats us like a puppet, and the Princess of the Unicorns is far more concerned with partying than ruling. All Kludgetown wants and has ever wanted is the ability themselves. As long as we could assure them that the Dragon Empire and Unicornia would honor our self-rule, and your grace were to offer her protection, we accept her. Ruby was clearly After a moment, she cleared her throat. Actually, Queen Stella, all Kludgetown wants is to be independent. My mom and dad never wanted anything to do with Unicornia. She held her ground. A brave one, this Ruby Gilman. But she was not wrong. Capper cleared his throat. Exactly. And Kludgetown has a right to independence and self-determination. The nation and people of Kludgetown should not be held back by the tyrannical grip of the Dragon Emperor and the Unicorn Empress.
Break away from the Dragon Empire completely? No ties or alliances or bonds with them at all. Stella tilted her head. You are quite the bold little cat.
Capper took a deep breath and tried to speak with conviction. I know I may not be the best, most noble representative of the Kluddish people, but I believe that Kludgetown's freedom is worth the fight.
Stella looks to both Ruby and Capper. After a moment, she sighs and shakes her head. Fine. But on two conditions. She folds her arms. 1. Your kingdom must agree to support my military efforts on demand. That is to say, if I require your aid for my forces, you must provide it. 2. Must never disclose my existence to the Dragon Emperor or Princess of Unicornia. Ever.
She stepped in front of Capper. "You're not talking about a war, are you?"
Sharp smile. What if I am, little Miss Gilman?
"Your Majesty, I'm sure you can understand that we Kletish folks cannot stomach the idea of dying for someone else's cause. And even if we could, the Dragon Empire would likely view
not quite able to discern if being sarcastic or not. If you're looking to see a real band, I'd suggest to the Goeitians instead, not that I expect a plebeian like you to know who they are.
Whispers Stella, don't be so harsh on our new friend. They seem very nice. And, I love the name Sex Bobo MB. I wonder where it comes from. Bobo MB. I wonder how they came up with such a name. And what sort of music just play? I love good music, even if it isn't a type of music I'm familiar with. Capper smiled warmly with a cheerful tone. Good music. Oh, I could talk about that all day. I love listening to music. And Sex Bobo MB, freaking name. Where does it come from, I wonder? Indeed. Music is a thing. It's able to convey messages without even having to say a single word. It can be sad, exciting, dramatic, soothing, and many other things. What do you listen to, if you don't mind me asking? Is there a song you consider your favorite? Song? Well, that's a tough question. I love so many songs I don't even know where to start. I love Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, Demon and Ruler of Everything by Tally Hall. I could probably think of more, but those are some examples. I also love a lot of video game soundtracks. I love listening to those when I draw. Whispers quietly to Capper. The Ultimate Showdown is one of my absolute favorite songs. I listen to it whenever I need a boost of confidence. She smiles at Capper Dapper Paws. I just love everything about it. From the lyrics play off one another to the beat and tune. It's all just perfection. An excellent song. It's fun, and the lyrics play off of each other quite well. It's certainly an amazing song. I too listen to for a boost of confidence or to set the mood. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to the Pillar Men theme, those bizarre adventure, before stepping into a fight. You guys listen to the Ultimate Showdown too. I can't tell you how many times I've. And you listen to video game sounds to draw? That's amazing. I always wanted to draw anime-inspired drawings, but it always felt overwhelming to me. Video game soundtracks are amazing when you're drawing. I listen to the Celeste soundtrack, Undertrack, Deltarune soundtrack, The Last Campfire soundtrack, to name a few. There are a lot of good soundtracks out there. Also, you should try out learn anime art. I'm sure you can do it. Oh, indeed, a wide range of music. It sounds very nice. I find that video game soundtracks convey emotion much better than normal music, despite the fact that they aren't lyrics. The music is moon with the player's emotions, it feels personal. It's something I enjoy about video game soundtracks. It's definitely true. It's like they know exactly what's going on in the game and play music according to them. It's always so atmospheric and it matches your situation in the game so well. Exactly. They always match your exact mindset and scenario. You'd think that you're listening made for you specifically in some scenarios. The music feels as if it conveys your emotions, your scenario, and you. That's what makes video game soundtracks so unique.
That is, here. Music conveying emotion? Stella snickers snidely. That's what most commoners use music for, I suppose. But what a strange notion. What use does music have other than for dancing?
Well, I would argue that dancing is a form of conveying emotion through movement. Simply the medium used to reach that goal. Dancing gives you an opportunity to express your feelings to others, whether it be love, sadness, joy, or anything else. And there is no doubt that music can convey emotion even without dancing. Many songs have a melancholy emotion, and a song that's sung by a loving parent can convey strong feelings of happiness. Some songs are simple and sing, and can relieve stress. Songs can be used for anything, not simply dancing.
This is an interesting concept you commoners have. I never think so. Primal could be similarly diverse. Though, in the end, I still have one question: what emotions did you wish to portray when first meeting me?
Smiles and thinks for a moment. When I felt that I should portray a sense of friendliness. You seemed nice, even though I just met you. I wanted you to know that if you ever need a friend, just come to me. I'll be there for you, if you need me.
Stella scoffs as it was one of the most ridiculous things she's ever heard. A friend? Common Stella Goetia could never fathom having a friend. As a noble demoness of such prestige, it would be to even think about associating myself in such a way with someone who is below my station. It would be downright treason and an insult.
Wait, Stella. Wrong way? Nobody can ever force you to be friends. That if you gave it a chance and were open about meeting new people, you might end up enjoying it. I definitely thought. I don't think it would be degrading to be friends, especially someone as nice as Capper. You should at least give it a try before throwing everyone away. in this. Even if you think that being friends with someone of below your station is degrading, at least try it and see how it feels. I promise it's actually. I too agree with what Scott and Kat. I mean, have you ever thought about it before? Imagine just sitting down and having a conversation about anything. It can be about your day or something deep's been bothering you. No one is obligated to listen to you, and no one is obligated to say anything. However, they still do it because they enjoy time with you. Why don't you try it, Stella? We can even start a conversation right here and now. Exactly. Quite cathartic. He looks at Stella, expecting her to say something. I don't know, guys, overrated. Why should you bother with all that? A girl chimes in from behind you three. Her voice is quiet and it seems she's been listening into the conversation for the past few moments. The group turns their attention to the girl. Oh? It just so happens that I've never heard such a ridiculous statement in my life. Friends, overrated? What could even such a conclusion? Friends serve as a part of who you are. He turns towards the girl. Your name, miss? We should at least be acquainted before having such an important discussion.
Friends only serve to weaken your own goals. All they do is lead to pointless, time-wasting conversation. I have no need for any form of friends, and that's final. Stella sighs as her arms. My name is Stella Goetia, the Goetia Martianus. And you are?
Friends serve as a source of strength. They're a symbol of the human connection, something that connects even the most estranged individuals with one another. They help you reach your goals, not hinder them. The more people with you on your journey, equipped for it you are. We are simply different. I love talking with people as it helps me grow as a person and develop my social skills. I do admire your direct attitude, however. He himself. Dio Brando, son of Dario Brando. Capper looks somewhat confused and a bit sad in a way. Well, I'm Capper and I think I agree with Dio. Friends can really help you and lift each other up. I think that maybe you're being pessimistic about this. Well put, Capper. What's more, the bonds between friends are very hard to break. They are stronger than any material object. Friends can be there for you when no one else is, and having a friend means having someone who truly cares about you. They're there for you because they want you to reach your dreams, they want you to be happy. How in the world could that be a bad thing? Capper smiles when. You know, that's exactly why my friends have been so amazing. They've always been there for me, my life was at its worst. And I want to be there for them, too. Exactly. Friends are amazing. And Stella, you're too focused on status. Friendships are about connection, compassion, and happiness. Not about anything as silly as social class and status. Who knows? If you made a couple friends, I bet happier. If you're happier, you'll be able to get more done. Got it, Capper. Maybe you're right. Maybe I could try out making a few friends? It would definitely be a good idea. That way, I can finally get some peace in my life. She pauses for a moment, looking at the group. It was a rare occasion to see such a happy Stella. Actually, what if we became friends? How's that sound? The group smiles as Stella suggests becoming friends with them. I think that sounds wonderful. Friendships bring out the best in us. Not to mention having close friends around who you are comfortable with helps keep your stress levels down. Stress can severely damage your productivity and happiness. Friends are simply nice to have in your life. She smiles. It's really nice seeing this side of Stella. I would love to be your friend, Stella. I love making new connections. It makes me want to try harder. She smiles warmly. I'd be delighted. She chuckles. My only friend is currently a cat, she whispers quickly. Dio bursts out laughing upon hearing Stella's last statement. Oh my. If it helps, I'll be your first non-cat friend. He grins. I'd be delighted to be your friend too, Stella. The Marchioness and the son of a nobody becoming friends? Quite unexpected. What does your cat think of the new development? Stella rolls her eyes and playfully nudges Dio's side. Silly man. My cat's great at catching and listening to me, but you can't converse with a cat, she chuckles. He won't mind. He'd probably like it, and you're unexpected pairing indeed.
Stella, others chuckle at her own expense. What a strange circumstances this has turned into. The woman pauses for a moment, seeming to think about something. Fine. I'll allow it. Stella shrugs. Why not? Friends, it is, then.
Yay! Friend. Thank you. You really could use some friends right now. Portia smiles warmly at Stella. After a moment, her smile turns to confusion. So, you have a cat? Could you show us, by any chance? Capper excitedly claps his hands. Oh, I want to see a cat, too. My mom allowed to let me get one, and I've always loved cats, so please could you show us your cat, Stella? He looks at Stella with big, hopeful eyes and a tiny, adorable smile. Dio grins. Show us your cat, Stella. I love cats, and I want to see this little friend of yours. Stella sighs and turns to show the group. This is my cat, Lucifer. She presents to them the black cat resting on her shoulder, a warm, fuzzy pet. He mirrors at the group, at their excitement. He's a little lazy at times, but he certainly doesn't fail at being cute.
The group squawk at Lucifer, especially Capper, who immediately goes to pet the cat excitedly. Stella raises her arms and stares at the group with disgust. He may be adorable, but he's also a massive annoyance. Whenever I'm trying, Lucifer will always sit on my chest and nuzzle against my face. It can be quite irritating.
Dio chuckles as he looks at Lucifer to pet him. He looks at Stella, trying to suppress a smile. Irritating? I suppose, but aren't all pets like that? They love to annoy us, but we still love them and they always love us back in their own ways. Lucifer looks to be a sweet little cat. He reaches out to Lucifer for the cat to potentially sniff and rub against. Lucifer rubs his face on Dio's hand. He likes you, Dio. Capper continues to pet Lucifer, sighs. The only reason why that cat loves me is so he can